Hey everybody, Facebook, YouTube. We're in Perryville. Looks like got some catfish bones right here. Hey, got some news. What I heard, Max Igan, he's been a staunch supporter of this COVID crisis. It's not on the YouTube anymore. Not on the. They kicked him off. What do you know about that? Try to get up this little hill here. I just left Memphis. And we're out here on river country. We got some stuff going on over here. Seems like there's two worlds today. You know? There's two worlds today. Put this phone here. You got people that do things and people that don't. You got people that make something with their lives and people that don't. That's part of it. There's another world out there, though. The world of people who plan and people who just live their lives. Now, planning's not such a bad thing. Although living your life ain't such a bad thing either. But when I'm talking about planning, I'm talking about 100-year plans. Seriously, 100-year plans. People who live their whole lives and they don't even reach the goal, but they're part of the plan. Now, that may be inconsequential to you guys, so you may not think that that's a fact, but if you take a look at this situation that we got going, or for instance, anybody that's been around, was around when 9/11 happened, it was a plan. It just happened. People think that, well, that's just the way it works out, but no, it's not the way it works out. Anybody that talks against the plan, now I'm pretty much unknown, but Max Igan, I met him at Shasta about a year or so back. He's just like me, just a regular guy. He knows about the plan. The whole thing is, you know, I've got some friends of mine that I've known from the Navy, and they're posting all this stuff out here in these cities. These people are freaking out in these cities, okay? Little small areas that are they're part of the plan. You know, they're making lots of press, making a lot of noise. And I'm gonna let y'all know this is a huge country. And there's this virus that's crawling over the top of it. It's called fear. There are people that are not afraid. And there are people that are absolutely deathly afraid of this. Some of the high points of my trip, as far as fear goes, is yesterday a lot of people were telling me to stay back over 6 feet, you know. They don't even know why. And there's other people I've been shaking their hands. So you guys got to make up your own mind about what you want to do. I thought about, you know, the Black Lives Matter thing, but I just have to say this. This is complicated. It's from a cultural perspective. People want to be with their own. I guess you call a breed, quote unquote, race. That's really what it comes down to. The elites know this. So they play that against us. Anybody that doesn't understand that, it wants to apologize for who they are or what they've been all about. Why would you want to do that? No, you are who you are. You didn't ask to come in this body. I didn't ask to come in this body. I'm here. I'm very, very happy to be here. We're in probably one of the most important turning points in the world. But human beings, they just go on daily. So how is this turning point? How are these turning points happening unless there's an agenda? I keep saying, if you don't study history, you don't understand, and you're doomed to be a victim or a player, okay, a pawn in a very, very big plan. For instance, Albert Pike. In the 1800s, he predicted both world wars, and the third one hasn't even happened yet. How the heck did somebody do that? You get H.G. Wells, okay? He writes books about submarines back in the 1800s. How did they know about that? H.G. Wells is a big part of something called the League of Nations. That was a prelude to the United Nations. So now you've got the, which I've never seen before. You've got people in streets and rioting, okay? And in 1968, they brought out the National Guard and machine gunned these people. I mean, the riots in Chicago, they brought out the National Guard, man. Guys with M16s, M16s and M14s, machine guns. Yeah. How come they're not doing that now? All the while, y'all, this river, it just keeps on rolling. And look, see, it just keeps on rolling. And the vegetation out here is so profuse that it just keeps on going. It just does. You got barges running up the river. You got things, business as usual. Except things have slowed down a lot. This is Tennessee, y'all. This is what it looks like. It's pretty amazing. There's a number of there's an RV park here, and it's just quiet. No riots, no nothing. And I'm sure this video is not going to get too much post, but I don't care. I'm sure no one's going to listen to me too much, but it doesn't matter. This is a personal record. The state of our nation is being manipulated. And there's nobody out doing this stuff and finding out what's going on. I'm about to walk into this little town and ask some people what's going on here. All right then. Put this on hold.